getting into TNA, that's how I got into the indies, because I was like learning about like all these people outside of WWE, and I'm like, I need to see more.
Right.
So
welcome to Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. Welcome to a new dimension. A dimension where the only size that matters is that of the heart. X Division.
Let's talk about the Paparazzi Championship Series. I watched all these clips. You sent me a full playlist of them.
I did. I was like, you only have to watch one, but like, because I
watched
already,
them all.
I knew them all by memory, so I'm like, it's fine.
I don't have a recollection of how this all started. I know the reality of the situation is all these X Division guys were just sitting around, and Kevin Nash started like talking to them.
Call this the Alex Special #2. I learned it in Mexico.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Kevin, your turn.
Okay,
that wasn't quite.
And then they started filming it.
Yeah, it's like, for all the shit people give Kevin Nash, like, you can't do that like after this, because he helped them tremendously.
So, Jay, have you ever actually administered a lethal injection?
Have you ever been to Fire Island?
I actually have a summer home there. Thanks for asking.
This is also just like, because
right.
Yeah, Shelly was doing like his camera gimmick, because his whole thing is that he would always like watch a lot of tape. Yeah, so that's what the camera gimmick is. And then he was paired with Nash, and Nash like took him under his wing, and then we got this, because honestly it helped a lot to give them all personalities, because when you look at it now, you're like, oh, these guys all have like kind of big personalities for the most part, but like then not at all.
Right.
Like Jay Lethal, who is like, obviously he's Jay Lethal, but like he did a lot of gimmick work for a while that came as a result of this.
Yeah, if you're not aware of this very specific 2-year period of TNA, you will not know that Jay Lethal has any personality whatsoever, because he certainly didn't show any in Ring of Honor.
Except for when he was in House of Truth, I gotta say.
You know, I was sleeping. I missed that. So let's take a look. Kevin Nash is trying to find. He's just pitted them in a tournament, and they all feel compelled to be part of it.
So I can set the tone. I can set the scene. So he'd already been working with Shelly, and then like Shelly's partner at the time in Paparazzi Productions was Johnny Devine, who unfortunately he really just couldn't find a personality. So he kind of like got the shaft. They signed Austin Aries. They gave him the gimmick Austin Starr. So like his macho man kind of gimmick thing that he had. And so the story they had basically was that Kevin liked the cut of Austin's jib, basically. So Austin joined Paparazzi Productions, and poor Alex, he was no longer the golden boy. And so during all of this, just Kevin Nash is like, okay, we know our next thing. We've feuded with Chris Sabin. We've done all that. What is our next thing? He's like, I'm gonna, as an X Division star himself, Kevin Nash, he's like, I'm going to fix the X Division. Because as we all know, Kevin Nash revolutionized the X Division and Lucha Libre. People just don't know that he used to wrestle in a mask, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was Oz. So let's take a look. They did their psych test. They did their drug test, where Kevin determined that Sanjay Dutt was on roids.
To the point where I still think, whenever I see Sanjay, I'm like, oh, Androl kicking in?
And yeah, this is their first competition, the push-up contest. This is your big show and tell. Let's take a look.
Okay, guys, it's real simple. We're going to do push-ups. Everybody knows how to do push-ups, right?
No, I do.
We're using the Bob Backlund system. It's commonly known throughout the country. Point system, same. First place, 5 points on down. Jay Lethal, I believe you're first.
Why do I have to go first?
Because you're black.
I don't
Just
even
get
know what the
down
Bob
there.
Backlund is.
Good luck, Jay.
What do you mean you don't know who Bob Backlund is?
I didn't say
I
that.
beat him
Hands down.
for the world title.
Yeah.
Tell me you're getting.
No.
You're
Come on.
agitated because you're on
I want to see
something.
what he's made of. I want to see what he's made of.
Anadrol kicking in?
No, that.
All right, Alex, you're up, buddy. Come on, man.
Oh my. Oh man.
I think he's faking. Hey, Kevin. I
That
think he's faking.
Barry Bonds tricep injury, huh?
No. None of that.
Hey, Kevin, you know what would help with this workout?
What's up, baby?
A beat.
All right.
Like a vegetable?
Push
Push him real good. Salt and pepper's head, we're in a mix.
What was Kevin Nash singing?
Low-key not having a sense of humor as always.
Oh yeah, I know what that's like up close. So yeah, it's got the vibe, and all of these segments, there's a ton of them, have the vibe of like there's a cool substitute teacher in the class and everyone just gets to hang out and talk.
Yeah, basically TNA told them just like do whatever, and they did whatever. Jay Lethal, Kevin Nash, and Alex Shelley.
Do it for us. What is that? What is that supposed to mean? Do it for us. You know, us, the black guys.
How low can you go? How low?
I don't remember it as fondly. You know, I may be in the minority, but I don't find Kevin Nash to be charming at all.
Get out of here! He's a black man. Leave him alone.
Yeah, Darren. Not even when he's just slowly slurping ravioli.
I will say, I remember at the time being like, this sucks. I want to watch Ring of Honor. Give me some wrestling. But I was jaded wrestling fan back then. But, you know, it's good to see. I don't know. I don't know.
Adam Susan in the chat appreciates Kevin Nash's loyalty to Bob Backlund, which does tie into something we've talked about on the show before when Bob Backlund had a TNA run.
Yeah,
and he would literally just walk every day through Universal Studios Orlando.
Because that happened as a result of this. And then that also segued it into Motor City Machine Guns becoming a thing in TNA, because literally the finals of the PCS, they have like the little battle royal, and then it has to become like a tiebreaker between Shelley and Austin, and the tiebreaker, basically the judge is Bob Backlund. And then post that,
didn't they do a thing too where Bob Backlund he did like steps for a whole show?
Yes, because he
like
literally
they just
did
had
just
him right next to
fucking,
the announcers.
Yeah, he literally just fucking walked everywhere. He walked to fucking Universal Studios all the time. But yeah, literally like one of the first vignettes when they're like finally putting Motor City Machine Guns together, because Sabin and Shelley had already been teaming everywhere else, was like they were hunting for Bob Backlund. They did the old dollar on a string trick basically, and you have like just Sabin jumping out of a tree, missing completely, and it's like tune in next week to see the conclusion.
What kind of coin is this, huh? What kind of... Whoa! Yeah! Come on,
The Wrestling Club with Darren and Brett. We've got a show that you'll never forget.